Hey guys, Decap13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Devil Survivor 2 Record Breaker. In the last episode, we wrapped up Thursday, whatever the hell day that was, day 3. Day 3 is what it was. Where we viewed a bunch of fate events, and Miyako finally told us her plan to make Alcor. Well, the reason she captured Alcor was to make him the proper administrator, and to repurpose the Triangulum as his swords. However, in order to do that, she needs to sacrifice all 13 of us and herself so that this machine she's created can work, because we all have administrative authority because we defeated Polaris. At the end of the day, as usual, Tico gave us her little wrap-up speech, asking us what we're gonna do, and I think it's pretty obvious what we're gonna do. We're not gonna go along with her stupid fucking plan.
Friday. The day of wrath dawns. Now do the children of men tremble.
Are you awake?
Oh, hey, Mako. Pervert!
What? I never even set foot inside your room.
Makoto sounds flustered. What is it, Makoto?
Oh, right. Well, once you're up and dressed, come to the command room. Chief Yamato called a meeting. I get the feeling we've had this conversation before.
Yep, many times. Makoto smiles wryly, I don't know how I saw that through the door though, and walks away. Let's follow Makoto. You finished getting ready before leaving your room. Discover that everybody else has already gathered in the command room.
Good morning. Did you sleep all right?
Like a brick.
Really, dude? Damn, you've got nerves like steel. I couldn't stop thinking about what Miyako-chan said yesterday. I didn't get a wink of sleep.
We're all here, now that you've all had a chance to sleep on it. Have we made up our mind?
About Miyako's plan?
Yes. It is time to decide our course of action.
Well, I've been giving it a lot of thought, and even if it will save the world, I just don't know about giving up our lives, you know?
Then, should we refuse? We have no guarantees that Miyako Hotsuin is telling us the truth. And besides, we can't be sure that her plan is really the only way to save the world.
You're right. But do we have another plan? Well, wait. We shouldn't do as Miss Miyako asks just because we don't have another option prepared.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have another option prepared in the first world, and that turned out pretty damn well. So, fuck her.
There has to be a better way.
Huh. Looks like we're getting a call from Chief Miyako.
Oh, perfect timing. Miyako's transmission begins.
Good morning. I have given you a night to consider my proposal. Have you come to a decision?
What are we gonna do? You're not gonna tell her we'll sacrifice ourselves, are you? We fought the administrators and gone through so much. We can't just give up now.
I think we should consider how much we truly trust this woman. We've overcome very difficult odds up to this point. Are we sure we won't be able to overcome the scenario she's trying to convince us of? The answer should be clear to us all.
Now, tell me your answer.
We can find another solution.
So that is your answer.
Yeah! We can find a way where no one has to die.
Where no one has to die. If only there truly was such a path. We will find a way, no matter what. And that includes you too, Miss Miyako. We'll find a solution where no one has to be sacrificed. You're all so strange. After all I've done, you're still worried about my well-being. Yet I must say this. There is no solution. The world cannot be saved without sacrifice. You give in way too easily. There's always another answer. If so, then what other way is there?
We'll activate the Astrolabe.
Of course. And my plan is the only way we can accomplish that.
Is it really, though?
That's not true. We'll find another way to activate it. No one has to die.
If we can make it work, we can stop the void, and the damaged world will be healed. We did the same thing when we fought Polaris.
That may be true, but what means do you have of activating the Astrolabe? It's completely shut down. all functions are inaccessible. It will only reactivate when a true administrator sits upon the heavenly throne, which is why there is no other option. Only my plan will work. Even if you were to somehow reactivate the Astrolabe, another problem yet remains.
And what's that?
The administrators. Arcturus and Polaris aren't the only ones in existence. Uri, Alferk, Alderamin. There are a multitude of stars with the potential to become an administrator. Unless a true administrator is created, the others will continue to lay siege to mankind.
I say let them come. Who cares how many show up? Bash in their creepy faces every time.
That would be an eternal struggle. Moreover, do you expect you would be victorious every time? You wouldn't be the only ones to suffer. Civilians too would be caught in harm's way. Do you wish for all humanity to be caught up in this conflict? This never-ending battle? That's... I will ask once more. Please, cooperate with me. Concede to my plan.
I cannot cooperate with you.
So that is your answer.
He's right. We will find a way where everybody can live.
Yeah, Miyako, you may have already given up, but I promise we will find a better way. We just have to keep thinking, keep searching.
I see. Negotiations have broken down. I suppose I have no choice but to force you to comply with my plan.
Miyako ends the transmission.
What? Damn. I guess we really are Miyako-chan's enemies now.
Naturally. Be careful of the dragon stream.
Right. Last time she trapped us with that power, there was no way to fight back.
Then we need to find a way of countering her use of the dragon stream. My power with it is weaker than before.
So we gotta strengthen yours.
But with the right ritual, I should become a match for her.
A ritual? What do you mean?
We need to go to Mount Fuji.
Mount Fuji again.
I've been looking into it, and the facility which controls the dragon stream is in the mouth of the mountain in this world as well. If I perform the ritual there, I'll fully regain my power over the dragon stream.
Roger that. I'll start hacking the JIT's database and see if I can find the terminal code for Mount Fuji.
I'm counting on you, Kano. How long will it take?
They've likely increased their security over there. It may take a while.
In that case, get to work. We'll depart from Mount Fuji as soon as you have obtained the code. Everyone else, make the necessary preparations for the coming battle. And let's continue searching for a way to save the world. Dismissed.
Alright. Everyone leaves the area. Let's see. Guessing we have to do all these events, so let's start with Astrolabe. You see Irie and Hinako walking down the corridor.
Oh hey, great timing. I wanted to ask Yamato more about this whole administrative authority thing that came up yesterday. Want to tag along?
Hey, good idea. You are Yamato's favorite after all. I'm sure if you were there, he'll open up a lot more.
I'll go with you.
Alright, well, let's get a move on.
You head for the command center with Irie and Hinako.
Yes? What is it?
Miyako mentioned it too, but we don't really have a feasible plan to save the world right now. The only way we can stop the void and heal the damage done to the world is by regressing it. Of course, even if we do that, another administrator will just show up and try to destroy humanity again. But we're not going to get anywhere at all unless we regress the world. And the only way to do that, it seems, is by using the Astrolabe.
Yeah. And me and Hina were thinking, using that thing has something to do with that administrative authority, right? It came up when you were talking to Miyako.
That's right. The point is, we're not really too clear on what it is. It's because we possess this authority thing. That's why Miyako wants us to sacrifice ourselves to reactivate the Astrolabe, right?
Correct. Administrative authority is required to use the Astrolabe. It is something held by all rightful administrators. We hold the authority within us all, which is why Miyako's plan requires all 13 of us. Combined, we could pass that along to Alcor, so he could reactivate the Astrolabe. A true administrator requires not just the swords, but the authority as well. Anything else?
Why do we have the authority?
Alcor divided up Polaris' authority and stored it within us. Therefore, Alcor does not hold administrative authority. It is divided among the 13 of us.
Why did he give it to us?
It would be complicated if he held onto the authority himself. Since he is a sword, he is bound by the laws of the administrators.
Laws of the administrators?
He would have to transfer his authority if another administrator appeared. The moment Arcturus arrived, Alcor would have had to surrender his authority. That would have left Arcturus free to use the Astrolabe. Humanity would have been erased easily. But Arcturus didn't possess administrative authority, so he couldn't use it. Unlike administrators and swords, we humans are not part of the control system of the Akashic Record. That is why Arcturus did not automatically obtain administrative authority. Alcor did this as a safeguard against Uri, who was supposed to be the next administrator.
So where'd Arcturus come from if Uri was supposed to be next?
We would be in a much more dire situation if it weren't for Alcor's foresight.
So that's what happened. But if Psyduke is the one who gave us his authority, why can't we just give it back to him instead of having to sacrifice ourselves?
In order to return the administrative authority, we require the use of the Astrolabe. In fact, Alcor used the Astrolabe to grant it to us the first time.
Oh, I see. Since we can't use the Astrolabe right now, we can't return the authority to Alcor in a normal way, which is why we'd have to sacrifice ourselves for Miyako's plan.
Correct.
That must be why she was so willing to offer her help in bringing all of us together again.
Yep.
Judging from what you've told me of her, that was most likely her purpose. She may have been spreading Nicaea to increase the odds of you regaining your memories, thus making it easier to discover us.
So that's what happened. We have the administrative authority now. Does that mean if the Astrolabe were still operational, we could have done almost anything?
I don't think so.
Correct. Even I was only able to use it to restore data.
So, how do we make full use of the Astrolabe? I mean, we gotta use it at some point to fix the world, right?
There are 3 requirements. First, we require the administrative authority in full, which means all 13 of us must be together. Second, we need a non-human to control the Astrolabe, such as Alcor. Finally, we need to reactivate it.
Alright.
Once we've done all these things, we can make full use of the Astrolabe.
So we need to find solutions for 2 and 3, huh? Psyduke's been captured by Miyako, and we don't know how to reactivate the Astrolabe.
That is correct. And, in order to take back Alcor, we have no choice but to fight Miyako Hotsuin. She may also know more about why the Astrolabe has shut down.
That's true.
Basically, to get Psyduke back, we have no choice but to challenge Miyako. Then we'll need to find out what else she knows about the Astrolabe. That's all, right?
Precisely. But I need to recover my command over the Dragon Stream to stand a chance against her. Once Kano finds the code, we'll head to Mount Fuji. Begin making your preparations.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Anyway, we'll go tell everyone else about the administrative authority, just so they're aware too. It may help us come up with a way to save the world.
Guess we'll head back then.
Irene and Hinako leave the command room.
Hold. I must speak with you about the Astrolabe.
Oh.
It's in our best interest if you know what functions it is capable of. It may grant us more options in the future.
Alright, what do you got? Well, can we put it off till later?
I understand. It's a lot to take in at once, and you need time to organize all your thoughts. If you are still interested in hearing what I have to say, come speak with me later on.
Leave the command room and Yamato behind. Oh, that's Fumi.
Hey, it's me, Fumi. I found the code to get us to Mount Fuji, so we're going to head out real soon.
Cool.
The chief wants us to meet up at the Public Science Museum's Planetarium.
Why the Planetarium?
Oh, well, like I told Chief Yamato, a bunch of GIPS agents just arrived here using the special train. He decided it would be safer to meet at the Planetarium instead. Well, I already called everyone else, so don't be late.
Alright, call ends. Well, before we do that... Oh, and of course the battle. I want to check something. I want to see what other demons like... No, that's the auction, you dumb. I want to go see what I can make. that might have like flight or some shit besides Garuda. No, I throw it to have it. Make Mother Hollow. Ah, Depang. Flame. Oh, Flamus and Garuda. Less magic. You got Meteorahan. Your Garudas are the same. So Garuda and Flamus will get us a Dapeng. I'm curious though, what do I have on Flamus? You've got some good shit, Eros. Just in case, I'm gonna take out an Eros. No, I'll take out a Garuda too. Because I want to see what I can do with Eros. Oh right, we can make Mitamas now! I forgot about that. Upgrade these pythons into culebres. I might do that to one of these. Yeah, why not? Go magic +2. Drain. Fizz Repel. No Curse. I guess that's good enough for now. And then let's take this Garuda, Flamus, make Dapeng. Ooh, hey, Fire Set. Here we go. Meteorahan will give him Multi-Strike. And it's a shame we don't have Drain. I'll give him Fire Dance, though. Pierce. And Fire Drain. Yeah, that looks good. Look at that fish. That reminds me too, because I changed up my skills. Yeah, I want to get Meteorahan on myself. Otome can have Deerahan. Instead of anti-ailments, I want my... Where's my no curse? And give me back my anti-all. Or anti-most. I'm back to normal. You're fine. You need a new anti-skill. Or whatever skill. You know what? Mana Surge. Let's give Otome Spirit Gain. And then... Oh no, I don't need Mana Stream. Actually... Oh, I give him both Mana Surge and Mana Stream. You don't need those. You could have Victory Cry, though. Actually, no, you have a way to recover your MP. As do you. I do as well. Ronaldo doesn't really need one. I want Dapeng on my team. Otome can have a Garuda. And let's exchange that Python for a Culebre. So, yeah, Ronaldo has the high-range, multi-attack team. And then all the rest of us can fly. So that's good. Actually, you know what? Otome can have Dapeng. That's fine. That should be fine. Alright, so let's save over this. Let's talk to Yamato first, actually. You find Yamato in the command room.
I've been waiting for you. I want to explain to you the specific possibilities of the Astrolabe. You are our leader, the one who carries the world's fate upon his shoulders. It is up to you to understand the Astrolabe's power and build the best future for humanity. In order to do so, I wish to help as much as I can.
I'll be counting on you.
Well then, I will now answer any questions you have about the Astrolabe.
Alright. So, what can the Astrolabe do?
There is no short answer. I will begin by explaining what can be done with the Astrolabe's power. If someone were to tap its full potential, the possibilities would be nearly infinite. You could regress the world, modify it, or even recreate it. First, world regression, which is the act of returning the world to a past state. You can use the data on the past, stored in the Akashic record, to overwrite the current world. You're familiar with this, I presume, as it's what we had Alcor do after we defeated Polaris. Second, world modification. The Astrolabe can rewrite the psyche of all life in the world and alter the social conscience. When I proposed to change the previous world into a meritocracy, this is how I would have accomplished it. Finally, world creation. A far more sweeping change. This is what Alcor planned on doing after slaying Polaris. Choosing this option will create an entirely new and separate world.
What do you mean, new?
A new world, with no memory of the past, no history. A purely primeval world. In other words, humans will start over, from the very beginning of mankind's history.
That doesn't sound good.
It is true that a world with no history or civilization would be difficult to survive in. However, it does have its merits. Alcor said that a new world would be free of the Akashic Record's influence. There would be no administrator ruling over it, no Arcturus or Polaris, no invasions or attacks. Miyako said that without a rightful administrator, other administrators will continue to attack mankind. Yet, in a brand new world, there will be no such danger.
So there's a silver lining.
Precisely. The world will not always work conveniently in our favor. Even if we are able to rid the world of the administrators, surviving in a primeval world will be extremely difficult. That is why I did not allow Alcor the option of world creation. In order to restore the damage inflicted by the invaders in the Void, world regression would be the best option. But whichever route you choose for us, the Astrolabe must be used correctly. And for that, you will need to fully understand the nature of the administrative authority as well. We can discuss this another time, though. You have much to consider already. Come find me when you want to talk.
Yamato walks away. Alright, so we know what the Astrolabe can do now. Progress the world, change the psyche of all beings in the world, or just create a brand new one like Alcor wanted to do. Alright, I mean, we might as well just knock out all these Yamato events now, right? Because we do need to do these. You find Yamato in order to continue your earlier conversation.
Good, you're here. We should continue where we left off last time, yes? Let's discuss the administrative authority. It is a concept you will need to understand, so if you have questions, please ask.
So, what happens if we die?
You're curious what would happen to the authority if we die. Is that correct? If Arcturus had managed to kill all of us, myself included, then it would have absorbed the full administrative authority. However, now that Arcturus has been defeated, if we were all to fall somehow, the authority would pass to the next administrator in line, Uri.
Okay.
I presume this is why Miyako wanted to keep us alive. If we fell in combat, the authority would skip Alcor entirely and transfer to Uri instead. Her plans to make Alcor a true administrator would never come to fruition. In fact, if we die, the administrative authority would be lost to mankind forever.
Oh, that's no good.
Indeed. Human lives are frail things. Old age, sickness, accidents. It doesn't need to be the heat of battle that claims us. If one of us were to fall, however, all hope would not be lost per se. If we could use the Astrolabe, it would be possible to collect the administrative authority from our allies before their death. As long as there was a way to collect it, Alcor could transfer that authority to another he deemed worthy. Of course, with the Astrolabe shut down, we have no way of recovering or transferring authority. So it is imperative none of us take a mortal wound in battle. If everything had gone to plan, Alcor would have continued passing down the authority from one human to the next. That was his plan, at least. He had hoped to see the true extent of human potential.
Potential.
I didn't pick up on this until Alcor transferred administrative authority to us, but it appears the authority grants another power to those who wield it. The power to read the human psyche and influence the world with it. Since we have the administrative authority, our will is being reflected upon this world.
And that explains all the good things about that our lives had in this world.
It's slight, but it's there. The world is slowly changing to match our wishes.
Yeah, like Irie's father being alive, like... well, pretty much everything else, too.
Those changes to the world, and our influence upon it, is what Alcor meant when speaking of human potential.
We can take on that challenge.
I tell you that the weight of the world rests squarely on your shoulders. You aren't intimidated in the slightest. We can steer the world down a path of good or evil. We can cause it to flourish or fall. Knowing the nature of the administrative authority will surely be of use to you. World creation, world regression, or perhaps another path entirely. If you and I think this through, together, we can discover the best possible path for humanity. That is all I have to say for now. But I hope I've given you something to think about.
Yamato strides out of the room, a serious look on his face. Well, we've heard everything Yamato had to say about administrative authority and the Astrolabe, so... It's definitely a lot to think about, so we'll have to take some time there. Let's see... I could go up and finish what I started of. You know what, first, I want to do this Makoto event. Gyps agents are taking care of civilians.
All those injured, please step this way! We have medical supplies ready! Why didn't you save my daughter? Cowards! You could have saved her! With all that power, you should have! I'm sorry. There was no other choice. We had to leave her to save the others. No. No. It's too much. I'm so sorry. All those injured, please step this way. We have medical supplies ready.
They act so damn righteous, but they left people to die all the same.
You know as well as I do that if they'd gone to help those people, we'd all be dead. Listen, man, we were in the larger group. There was no other option.
Maybe, but there were kids with the others, man. I can't come to terms with that.
Makoto observes the area from a distance. What's wrong, Makoto?
It's you. Gyps just finished carrying out a rescue operation. I wonder how the agents with boots on the ground in that mission actually feel.
I'm sure that was a hard call to make.
I'm sorry. That was a silly thing to say. The operation's over. All this is just conjecture. Watching them all reminds me of my own missions with Gyps. I could never agree that it was worth sacrificing the few to save the many. I used to argue with Chief Miyako all the time. I remember once I was protesting a mission, and Chief Miyako just shot back with a theoretical situation. There's a train car that's out of control. Up ahead, the railroad splits. There are workers on both ends. 5 workers will die if you let the train run its course, but only 1 if you switch rails. She asked if it would be better to switch the rails or let the train continue on its path.
What did you say?
Nothing. I couldn't answer. She said she would sacrifice the one. No fear, no hesitation. I couldn't say anything back. I wonder if I was even qualified to serve her.
Because you had your own opinion?
Maybe so. What would you have said to her question?
I was wondering what you two were discussing. It seems ethics is the order of the day.
Oh, hey, Yamato. What's up?
Oh, Chief Yamato.
Yamato joins the conversation. How would you answer it, Yamato?
Testing my own ability, are we? Very well. Out of respect for you, I will give an answer.
Please, what would you do?
If I had command when this alleged train incident would occur, I would do nothing.
Huh? Nothing?
Furthermore, the choice would be of no consequence. Regardless of whether I make the switch, capable humans would use their wisdom to survive. The incompetent will die sooner, if not later.
You know, I really do have to agree with Yamato. If people are competent, they'll survive. Like, if you know that a train's coming your way, why are you just gonna fucking stay there? Get the hell out of there, dude!
I judge by your silence that was not the answer you desired. But of course, that wasn't the point of the question.
Then, what was the point?
There are more than two answers.
I understand. Whether you'd save the many or sacrifice the few, there are other answers.
Exactly. Reality is never so clear-cut. Don't simplify the problem, Sako.
Exactly. If you want to save people, then you just destroy the runaway train car. That way you save all 6 people instead of having to sacrifice anyone.
If you have the time to ponder some idle logic puzzle, think about every angle.
Every angle. That's it! Chief Yamato, thank you so much!
The both of us gave you counsel. Don't let me down, Sako.
Yes, sir.
Yamato walks away.
I think I finally understand, thanks to the both of you. I'm gonna go think on the meaning of those words a little longer. Well, I'll see you later. Thank you.
Makoto walks away. And rank 4 for Makoto. I don't know what yeah, I'll end the episode here. In the next one, guys, we're gonna take on the Gyps Strikes mission and see exactly what the hell they're gonna do to us. So, I'll see you guys then. Bye!